This is the story of an ancient church where every Sunday a new corpse is found, but there is no murderer. The church bell tolls, a scream echoes through the night, and by morning another lifeless body appears. The townspeople are terrified, the police are helpless, and with each passing week, the fear intensifies. But behind all this horror lies a secret that no one could ever imagine. Adam, a fearless investigative journalist, decides to uncover the truth behind the mystery. But the closer he gets, the more he realizes that these are not ordinary murders. It's a centuries-old bloody ritual, one that is bound by magic, death, and a sinister shadow. Can Adam expose the entity behind these killings? Or will he join the list of the unfortunate souls who perished in the cursed church? Nightfall had settled over the ancient church, its towering walls standing against the howling wind. The air carried an eerie whisper, as if unseen voices murmured in the dark. Then the church bell rang, its chimes slicing through the silence. A blood-curdling scream followed, and by morning another corpse lay in the church courtyard. This had been happening for months. Every Sunday, a new death. No signs of struggle, no evidence of a killer. The villagers were too afraid to leave their homes after sunset. Even the local police were powerless, unable to find a single clue. It was as if death itself emerged from the church to claim its victims. Adam, a young investigative journalist known for solving unsolved mysteries, was drawn to the case. Determined to get to the bottom of it, he arrived at the church and met the terrified priest. "This place is cursed. None of us are safe," the priest whispered, his eyes darting around fearfully. Adam examined the church, but nothing seemed out of place. Yet as he neared the bell tower, he felt something, an icy breath against his neck. He turned sharply, but there was no one there. Adam decided to spend the night inside the church. At midnight, the bell tolled. A chill ran through his spine. Suddenly, a shadow flickered in the darkness. Then, a piercing scream. By morning, another corpse was discovered. But this time, there was something different. A strange symbol etched into the ground near the body. It resembled an ancient occult marking. Adam dug deeper into the town's history and uncovered a chilling legend. Centuries ago, a notorious sorcerer had lived in this very church. The villagers had burned him alive. But before dying, he had uttered a final curse. "I will return, and with each toll of the bell, I shall take another life." Adam searched the town's archives and found an old, forbidden book. It spoke of the sorcerer's final incantation, a ritual that allowed his spirit to remain bound to the church, thirsting for blood. Now convinced that a supernatural force was at play, Adam continued his investigation. In the church's basement, he discovered a hidden chamber covered in ancient runes. As he stepped inside, an ominous shadow lunged at him, throwing him against the wall. It was the sorcerer, an ethereal figure with hollow eyes and smoke-like hands. A sinister grin stretched across his face as he whispered, "You cannot stop what has already begun." Adam realized that as long as the bell continued to ring, the deaths would not stop. He and the priest scoured the forbidden texts for a counter-ritual. But each time they attempted to read the words aloud, the church doors slammed shut and the candles blew out on their own. On the following Sunday, Adam prepared for the ultimate confrontation. Midnight struck, and the bell rang once more. The church trembled, and the sorcerer's shadow emerged. He reached for Adam, who felt himself being lifted off the ground. With every ounce of courage, Adam began chanting the counter-ritual. The sorcerer shrieked, and the church walls shuddered. The priest joined in, and together they fought the malevolent force. As the last words of the chant were spoken, the bell let out a deafening crack and fell from its tower, shattering into pieces. A blood-curdling scream echoed as the sorcerer's form disintegrated into mist, his cursed soul trapped within the crumbling walls. But before vanishing completely, he whispered one final warning. "This is not the end. I will return." The nightmare had ended, or so they thought. As Adam got into his car and started the engine, his eyes caught something in the rear view.